you're dealing with plantar fasciitis, I know the feeling all too well. I dealt with it many moons ago myself. It felt like I was walking on glass throughout the day. And so today I want to share with you guys how I overcame that and how I improved in that area. And so I tried a lot of the typical things, the foam rolling, I tried some orthotics, I tried PT, I tried even taking a frozen water bottle and rolling it at the bottom of my foot to try to find some relief. And so I understand it. But what really helped me is when I learned that it's not really a foot problem, all right? The pain that you may be experiencing at the bottom of your foot is really just a symptom of something that's going on above. And so today I want to highlight what that is and how you can improve in that. All right. So one of the main things that I did to reverse the plantar fasciitis is, one, strengthen my feet, but also release tension from the bottom of my feet. And so that's all the body is a load of tension. And so one of the things I have a rope, and I would just walk on it, right? And although this may be turning into a balance thing, also what happens is your feet start to grip the rope, and they start to really constrict, obviously, thus getting stronger, all right, with that constant grabbing motion, right, that our toes need to have. So they got to have that grip strength. And so that's one of the first things you have to do is release, all right, release the tension that's around that area of the foot, and then you work your way up. After you do myofascial release from the bottom of your feet, you want to work up the kinetic chain. So starting next with your calf muscles, releasing tension from there. And this is one of the biggest areas for me that was an issue that was causing a lot of my plantar fascias, or the tendons under my foot, to really get inflamed. And so once I released that helped relieve a lot of the discomfort. And so since you're back here on the posterior chain of the body, you really want to work up. And so all of the body works as a unit. It's integrated, it's connected. And so once you release from the bottom of your foot, behind the calf muscles, behind your hamstrings, you want to go to the hamstrings and then go to the glutes, all right? And when you're working these areas, making sure that you're really going nice and slow with this and that you're not going super fast. After you do some myofascial release, you really want to activate the posterior chains in terms of plantar fasciitis. So for me, because I had a lot of poor posture and my hips didn't have a lot of movement in them, that was causing for my heels to work harder. So for those who don't know, our hips take a lot of the load. So what I had to do was learn how to really activate my glutes without an external load. And so one of those things was taking a split stance here, working on that hip hinge and really using my torso and my hips to drive forward, and really working on some rotational hip hinge movements to where my torso and my glutes are working together. And what this does is, after a few reps of this, you really can start to feel that, keeping that tension on that one leg to really help, again, just engage the glutes and engage all of the posterior chains so everything's working together. So after you release and activate, then you want to integrate. And we're going to integrate by training in our gait. Gait allows for that appropriate muscle tension throughout all of the body. And so creating that nice load in the hips, using that core tension in our glutes. And as I'm activating here, all right, this is training my muscles to activate and fire when they're supposed to. Those are the 3 ways that I've changed my plantar fasciitis.